साथिया ये वादा कर तेरे बिना मुश्किल है जीना मेरा मेरे दिलबर। जरा जरा बहकता है आज तो मेरा तन बदन। मैं प्यासा हूँ मुझे भर ले अपनी बाहों में है मेरी कसम तुझको सनम। दूर कहीं ना जा ये दूरी कहती है पास मेरे आ जा रे। दिल को तुमसे प्यार हुआ पहली बार हुआ तुमसे प्यार हुआ। मैं भी आशिक यार हुआ पहली बार हुआ तुमसे प्यार हुआ। छाई है बेताबी मेरी जान कहो मैं क्या करूं। छाई है बेताबी मेरी जान कहो मैं क्या करूं। दिल को तुमसे प्यार हुआ पहली बार हुआ तुमसे प्यार हुआ। मैं भी आशिक यार हुआ पहली बार हुआ तुमसे प्यार हुआ।
Hello and good evening to all our viewers who have joined in today. On your screen, you can see the QR code which you can scan to become a part of the glyphs community. We shall be starting in just a short while, and until then, we would love to know where all of you have joined in from. Do put in your name and the city that you have joined in from. We would love to connect with all of you. Again, a very warm welcome to all of you, and we shall just start in a short while. Good evening to all our viewers from Pune, from the other states of India, and from all across the globe. Today we shall get acquainted with two universal passions. One with the passion of traveling and the other with the passion of classical music. Stay tuned as we have a lovely interaction with both of them. To the audience, we shall be recording this episode for quality purposes. Glyphs essentially means the representation of a character. And what better way there is to identify what a person truly is than to observe what he loves from within him. That's why the name glyphs. It also stands for being a symbol that represents something beyond the face value. The three symbols or the three glyphs that you saw in the logo represent what the concept is all about. They stand for create, connect, express, or CCE. Like we all know, hashtag passion matters. Glyphs is a channel where you indulge in to identify the passion created within you, connect with each other, and openly and ingenuously express your thoughts and passions. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of like minded people who share a common drive for passion. Passion is the force that motivates you to achieve success and happiness to build a better life. It is something that allows you to be inherently yourself. Your passion can be singing, photography, painting, playing an instrument, or even something as different as collecting items, cycling, or sports. This might be something that you are not necessarily doing as your work. In fact, it is better if you have a passion that helps you unwind and enjoy your own company. The Glyphs community. It is meant to encourage us to keep pursuing our passions. It is a global community who sees, learns, and appreciates the things that we do. It is also an avenue where you can showcase your own passion and also be inspired to explore a new passion. You know you got it. We know you got it. Now, let the world know you got it. And that's exactly what we are here to do. Create, connect, express. So, hello and good evening again on this wonderful Thursday evening. I am your host, Kavita Avasti, and it is an absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to this 45th episode of the wonderful channel Glyphs, where we showcase your passion. To all our audience who have joined in today, please keep the chat box alive with your comments and appreciation. And to the viewers on Facebook, we are listening to you too. So please feel free to put your comments on our Facebook page, which is live right now. So time to start with our first guest. The famous Ibn Battuta once said, traveling, it leaves you speechless and then turns you into a storyteller. Today we have with us one such traveler who is going to tell us his stories. Lakshmikant Hundekar, a passionate traveler who believes that travel should not be just for the sake of seeing sights, but should be such that it influences you and your life as a person. A passion which started just after he had given his 10th standard exams, something that he has been following for over 22 years now. Lakshmikant, who always says that one should explore places where there is no guarantee, meaning one should not go to places where you know what you're going to see, but always with the intention of exploring something new, even if there is no definite guarantee that you will sight something new. So like I said, Lakshmikant's first travel trip when he had just passed his 10th grade. A travel where he started with very little money in his pocket, but returned with a pocket full of experiences and memories for a lifetime. A beautiful story of how a passion can connect humans. Let's hear it from Lakshmikant.
Thank you very much, Kavita, and good evening, everybody who is watching this show. My traveling started, as rightly said, at the age of 15, and that too when we passed our SSC exam. Many of our friends, we were planning to visit forts like Rajgarh or Torna, but I came with the idea that we should go and visit a trail from Panala to Vishala. Lot of history of a war, absolute fantastic war, and this particular area is surrounded by lush green thick forest of Western Ghats and existence of lot of wildlife and existence of many tigers. So many friends, they discarded the idea except one. And two of us, we continued to Panala to Vishala. We started 8 in the morning from Panala and proceeded towards Vishala. Around 42 kilometers till we come to Pawankind, where the fight was taken place. War was there. So in these 42 hours, 8 hours it took to travel this much of distance. I tell you one thing, whoever want to reduce or shred the unwanted fats on their body, they should try this one. You will not be disappointed at all. After 8 hours, not only my sack, but the clothes inside, they were wet because of the too much of sweating I had. And my trouser, it went down by 2 inches. And the inseam, which is there, that started rubbing into my thighs. And both the thighs started bleeding. So it was not possible for us to continue with the same speed till Vishalgarh. So we decided to take a halt at the village named Pandra Pani. In English, it literally means white waters. An elderly man over there named Mr. Mane. After for 35 years also, I do remember him quite well. So this person allowed us shelter and food at a very, very negligible price of rupees 100 for both of us. But this particular expense was not included in our travel budget. As Kavita rightly said, that it was a very, very narrow budget trip. We should take the experience. So we sat down at the corner of the hut and started counting the probable expenses which we may incur in further travel. At the same time, um, the kind of food and other things and money we have right now with us. And this, finally, we came to a conclusion that we cannot go to Vishalgarh as we will be short of money. So we decided to go back to Panala and then to Kolhapur and board bus back to Pune. The person, this elderly person, was listening to us quite intensely. And then he intervened and he said, actually, he took all the inquiries from where we are and other things in depth, inquired about us in depth, and then said, you are very brave-hearted students and very honest also. Can I help you? Don't change your plan. Take 100 rupees from me and then go to Vishalgarh. You have traveled so much. There is no point going back. And that person, with a small interaction of 2 hours, and that too in such a village where even the electricity was not there at that time, offered us 100 rupees. Even at the dinner time, he was such a observant, solid observant, that a dim lantern was there, and his wife gave me पिठलं भाकरी. त्या पिठलं भाकरी दिल्यानंतर पहिल्याच घासाला माझ्या तोंडामध्ये एक मिरचीचा खूप मोठा तुकडा आला. It was like fire in my mouth. I could not speak. The tears started rolling from my eyes, and I was totally speechless. But this person, he observed in that dim lantern light that this person cannot eat this particular food, and this is very spicy for him. So he told his wife to give me some sugar, milk, and the rice instead of giving me bhakri and pitla. So such observation was there. This was very touching. And then next day morning, with his blessings, we started our journey. We completed this journey in 2 days. But I learned 3 wonderful things or lessons for my lifetime from this. One, that whenever you are there, you should not, you should be all the time. Just a minute. You take a lot of time to trust anyone. But when you trust someone, never doubt about him in your lifetime. Second thing, if be honest, honesty is the best policy. If you are honest, you will come across such wonderful and lovely people all over the world, and they will help you out in any kind of situation or any kind of trouble if you are facing. And honestly, after 1 years of experience in travel and tourism, I restamp this statement. I have been getting what you can say connected with people who are very trustworthy, not only our suppliers, but they are my clients, they are my guides and others. And the third thing is most important is you should be very, very, very observation oriented. If your observation is very nice, then you can get connected with any humankind anywhere in the world and with a lot of respect. Nowhere, I have seen 60 countries, but nowhere anybody has asked me, what is your caste? What is your religion? What is your race? Just like the BNI, which I get connected with, they only ask us what kind of business and how you do it. You may not be brand leaders, but you are doing it honestly and perfectly. That is important. So that was a story. This story doesn't end over there. When we were returning to Pune and we took a night ST bus to travel to Pune. While going from Pune to Kolhapur, we had just paid 50 rupees as a ticket for 2 people. And while returning, we took a night travel. So when conductor came to us, actually we had spent the rest of the money for eating because we were very hungry. And we had kept 50 rupees aside for a ticket. But this particular time, the ticket means that conductor came to me and he asked me, give me the money. I said, this is 50 rupees. Give me 2 tickets. He said, no, it's not 50, it's 55. I said, why? He said, it's a night travel and government charges you more, 2 rupees 50 paisa more per ticket. My God. Again, we picked up our sacks and decided to get down from the ST. And this particular time, one grandma was sitting opposite to us. She asked me, why are you getting down? You seems to be very tired. I said, yes, but we don't have enough money. She said, what is the shortfall? I said, it's 5 rupees. Only don't get down, sit there only. She called the conductor and she gave 5 rupees over there. So such kind of humans you come across and you remember them for life, for your life. So that was the, I can say, a sting towards passionate traveling, and that has been converted as a profession as well by me. And I've been traveling extensively everywhere, all over the world. So this is what.
Such a beautiful story. Such a beautiful story. It's so true, like Lakshmikant said. People don't trust each other these days, and at that time, for those people, those 5 rupees, those 50 rupees, they had a very,
Yes,
very high importance.
you're
Such a
absolutely
beautiful
right.
story, Lakshmikant. Thank you. Also, there is one more thing that he would like to share. So, Lakshmikant has been a medical representative. He was. And even at that stage, his passion of traveling, apart from his professional bonds, also had helped him personally a lot of times.
Correct.
Even at that time, he ensured that he kept traveling, he kept exploring unknown territories. So, in that phase of life, because of his passion to going to such unknown places, he once got into a situation which I think, though it was one of his most scary experiences of his lifetime, was also the highlight of his life in his passion.
You're
So,
absolutely right.
Lakshmikant, yes, we would love to know that story of yours.
Oh.
Yes.
It was in 2008. Everybody knows Kashmir was a totally unrest area at that time. And as usual, we decided that we will have tours to Kashmir. And I went there with a group, and Gulmarg, whoever has visited Gulmarg, you know that the horse riders over there or horsemen over there, they are absolutely, they make your life miserable. and they need money. They need the clients, and particularly people, elderly people, they can't even climb on a horse or sit on a horse. That was the problem. So unfortunately, my wife and daughter were accompanying me on that tour, and I told them that okay, three of us, we will go on horse to Killenmark, and rest of the group, please allow them to go to Killenmark by gondola. So we sat on horses and started the journey. After some time, I realized that he has entered into jungle, and nobody else is there following us. No other horsemen were following us. And some time after every 200 feet or 300 feet, one Pathan used to come from behind the trees. And these people used to talk something in Kashmiri. I felt like migrant in some country where I don't understand the language, I don't know the roads, and I don't know what is their planning at all. And these people, Pathan, all big beards, mustache, and a very cold-blooded eyesight. They used to watch three of us till we passed them. And then I realized I've made a biggest mistake of my life. I've not put in danger my own life, but along with me, I am taking, I've put in danger my wife and my daughter also. This horseman, he started giving all kind of abuses to Pakistanis. So I told my wife and daughter that please do not utter a single sentence against Pakistan. We don't know what kind of people we are passing through, and they are coming to us. So this was a 2 hours while we went up on the mountain, and we came down from the mountain. While coming back, it rained heavily. It was totally slippery. And in a dense forest, he asked me, will you like to visit a place where Dharamveer was shooted? I said, I don't want to get shooted. You take me down to the gondola. I want to reach over there because rest of the people, they are waiting for me. And I am the tour leader. So he took me down to the gondola. While sitting over there in the restaurant and having our lunch, suddenly our military troops came over there. Nearly 200 to 300 soldiers, they sealed the total area surrounding gondola. We were very much surprised because we were told to leave the area very fast. Then I asked one person, Ki, what has happened? Why suddenly so much of military action? And they said Ki, this area is plotted with all atom bombs. And right now, military has already taken out 20 bombs from that area. Still, they are searching few more. So that was the scariest experience. I would like to tell everyone over here who is listening to me that whenever you are going to such areas who are politically unstable, or where the abduction or killing someone is very, very easy, listen to the localites and don't do such kind of adventures anymore. So that will be the great idea, because that is not your last tour. It is always something else is inviting you. The world is so high, so big, and that should not create any problem, because you may not travel afterwards if you get such kind of experience anywhere in the world. Thank you. Over to you, Kavita.
Wow,
That was the
that was
scariest.
one scary
Yeah.
situation. Definitely.
Correct.
Thank you for your tips to our viewers today, of course, and to
Yes.
the audience. Just the way he has shared some unknown things, the way we travel to unknown places. Now it's time to get acquainted with some unknown facts about some, likewise, about some places and about tourism. So, to the audience, let's get ready for what we call is the glyphs quiz. I am going to be asking all of you some questions, and I would want all of you to put your answers in the chat box. Please remember to change your settings to panelists and attendees. To our viewers on Facebook also, we are waiting for your answers. All right. So, for the first question of the day, the New York State Division of Tourism proudly handed over an award to a tiny Gujarati business after it initiated a drive to revive the desert landscape of Gujarat. This was after its destruction in the 2001 earthquake. Of course, as we know, one of India's worst natural disasters. The tour operator's name is Kuldeep Gadvi from Bhuj in Kutch. And the name of this award-winning guided tour is Kutch Adventures India. My question is, this kind of tourism for which this award is given has been given a very specific name by the Cape Town Declaration. What is this kind of tourism called? There is another kind of tourism which is known as sustainable tourism. But this kind of tourism, which kind of makes places better for people to live and visit, what is the name of this kind of tourism? Awesome. Yes, Shireen, we have an answer. It's rural and responsible tourism, of course. Thank you for that answer, Shireen. Yes, responsible tourism. It is all about making better places for people to live in and better places for people to visit. Basically, it's an initiative to make tourism more sustainable. It's a quick and a short term kind of initiative which boosts tourism. And Kutch has been successful in implementing this perfectly. So, responsible tourism it is. Thank you for your answer. Moving on to the next question. In this 21st century, where technology is developing at such an unprecedented rate, it is, I think, very hard to believe that there still exists a place where people kind of live in the Stone Age lifestyle, completely oblivious to the changes which are occurring outside. There is a tribe which has refrained from all outside contact and fiercely protects their island anyone approaching it. In fact, it is one of the places in the world where tourism has been banned. Which is this place and which is this tribe that I'm talking about, where tourism is not possible? If you take time, it probably means you're Googling the answer. Come on, guys, I need your answers in the chat box. Which is this tribe? I'm going to give you a hint here. It's in the Bay of Bengal. This tribe, where it lives, it's on an island in the Bay of Bengal. Which one am I talking about? The place where tourism is banned and they're still living in the Stone Age. It's in Andaman. What is the name of the island? Yes, Shireen? All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to give this one to you. It's no, Dhanashri, no, that's not Havelock, no, Jarawa, no. It is a Sentinelese tribe. It's a tribe living in the North Sentinel Island, which is located in the Bay of Bengal. They say that the lifestyle of the Sentinelese people is it's like ancient nomadic. They still use bows and arrows to catch seafood and they hunt. They live in a community. They live in communities made out of, in huts, so to say, made out of straw and leaves. In fact, we are not even sure if the use of fire is there among the Sentinelese tribe. So yes, wow. I mean, thinking about it, where we can't even survive without our mobiles probably for maybe a minute and a half. This is the kind of lifestyle that they're living. And moving on to the third question. There is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located near Udaipur in a fort called Kumbhalgarh. It has a spectacular structure on the Aravalli Hills. This structure is the Indian version of one of the wonders of the world. So, unlike the original structure, which took about 1,800 years to complete, this structure at Kumbhalgarh Fort took just over a decade and a half to finish. Which is this structure of India? What is it called? The Great Wall of China, yes, is the wonder of the world. What is this structure in India called, which resembles the Great Wall of China? Shirina, very close, come on. I think Shirin is the only one who's probably roaming around the world. Come on, where are the other people? You're very close. What is this structure of India called, which resembles the Wall of China? Okay. Yes, of course, Valerie. Yes, it is called the Great Wall of India. It is our version of the Great Wall of China. In fact, the Great Wall of India boasts of 7 fortified gateways, and inside it, it has about 60 Hindu temples and over 300 ancient Jain temples. In fact, you should know that it is not the length by which the Great Wall of India beats the Great Wall of China. It is actually the architecture that makes it far more majestic and breathtaking compared to the Chinese wall. There are no crumbling bricks, no walls here and there. There is no degrading, no decomposition. So that shows the kind of architecture that we have. Truly an honor, of course, it is. And talking about the wonders of the world, nature has created countless number of wonders, but we humans have a long way to go as we have created only 7 wonders. And Lakshmikant here has his own version of the 7 wonders, which he feels are some of the most exquisite and beautiful places in the world. And so, audience, let's get ready for a trip around the world. The 7 wonders in Lakshmikant's style. Here they come.
Yes, the first one is Iguazu waterfall and the Amazon. Absolute fantastic. Here in India, whatever rainfall you have, you feel like a raindrop coming to you. But there you will feel a bucket of water is poured at the on the ground every second, every minute. So that is what the difference is in Amazon. Absolutely fantastic. This particular river is such a river that whenever where it meets the ocean, 60 kilometers of the area, square kilometers of area, the water is not salty, it's a sweet water. So that is what the change it can bring to the ocean. So this is one of the most beautiful place of the world. Exploring the forest is another one thing. It's absolute amazing wildlife. Okay, next one, please. Hello. Yes, this is the Arctic Circle. One should visit the Arctic Circle. It's the near North Pole. The 33 degrees inside is called Arctic Circle, and this is one of the best hotels, snow hotel in Shirkines, where you can stay in this hotel and watch the northern lights. I have given one photo of northern light. Not a picture is not that clear, but you can see a number of things over here, particularly the global warming, how it has affected. Previously, these people used to build igloo. 40 feet of ice now has converted to 2 feet, and they have to use machines to create an igloo. That is what the difference we have brought to the nature. So just go and enjoy the extreme conditions of the weather whenever you feel like going to. So this is the Arctic Circle. Wow, this is one is very close to my heart because it has got so much of wildlife. Particularly, we always think that there are some domestic animals and there are some wild animals. Here, if you see these 2 buffaloes, they are killing each other. So they are equally wild. And this part of Tanzania and Kenya has amazing wildlife. You should not forget Orongoro, which is a 600 kilometers big volcano crater. And here you will find there is a mutation in the genes of lions. Usually, anywhere in the world, lions don't climb the trees. But here they have such a threat, big threat. They started climbing up the trees in this particular area. And another one is a Serengeti, 6,400 square kilometers of land, which gets divided into 3/4 by Mara River. The 1/4 part is called Masai Mara and 3/4 part is called Serengeti. Amazing wildlife, 20 lakhs of 20-30 lakhs of wilder beasts, they stay over there. And same way the lions and cheetahs and other animals. It's amazing one. It's very beautiful. One should not miss it. Wow. This is Maldives is another one wonder of the world, you can say, because any island, if you take, the total area might be maximum 1 acre of land. And whatever huts you are seeing over here, these are the huts which are called ocean villas. If you go there on full moon night, this will be one of the most amazing place, because full moon comes out on the ocean and it is as good as 10 feet high. Means full round moon. If you go there with loved one, you can surely remember the song Raat Shabnami Bigi Chandani, Dusra Koi Dur Tak Nahi, Iske Aage Hum Aur Kya Kahe, Janam Samjha Karo. Absolute fantastic place for deep sea snorkeling and the other ocean adventures. Next one. This is New Zealand, particularly South New Zealand. One photograph is missing. Here, if you go, there are trails, there are amazing fjords over there. One which is famous is called Milford Sound. You can go there in a day and come back from Queenstown. But the another one is there, which is called Doubtful Sound. It takes one more additional day. From Queenstown, you have to go to Teanau, and Teanau it starts. And while coming back, you can take a journey, train journey from Greymouth to Christchurch. It's alpine, trans-alpine railway, absolute amazing nature you can see. And this kind of nature you will not get anywhere in the world. So this is amazing New Zealand part. One should visit. Oh, Russia. It's the north side of the Russia. 8 days. People who love trekking, people who love to be close at the nature, they can do this hiking trek over here in Russia. 80 types of berries you can take for eating purpose. Just see how it is. You just know only two. One is a blackberry and the other one I just forgot the name, but raspberry. But here 80 types of blackberry means berries, and they are absolutely amazing in taste. So this particular part is totally out of the world. Great. Next one, please. One is okay.
Yes, there we are. The 7 wonders of the world. And of course, we all want to go there.
Actually, I'm sorry, Kavita. One was missing. That is Leh and Ladakh.
All right. Go ahead.
Showed them 6 only. So just means just to add 7 wonders. Leh Ladakh is absolute amazing place. Right now,
there you go. Yes, there
it is a little bit unrest over there, but you can go to Nubra Valley. You see the size of Sindhu Nadi and the kind of rock cut it has given. Absolute amazing. You will stay over there in Nubra Valley for nearly half a day watching that kind of structure of Sindhu Nadi. And you go to Khardungla Pass, it is 18,600 feet high, and then come down to Nubra Valley, which is just 9,000 feet in height. That means you are coming back to where the Ooty ends or the Leh starts. That is what the difference is. These double hump camels are there, which are also shown, and the idiot has made famous Pangong Lake. That is also an absolute size, absolute sight to visit. You will find the stars at night. They are just in front of your eyes. Usually you see stars in the sky. You have to raise your neck in upward direction. But here you see in front of your eyes. That is what the difference is.
Amazing. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely.
It's a cold desert.
Yeah. Of course, I'm just waiting for the lockdown to get over so all of us can start traveling. Wow, thank you so much for that world trip so quick. Lovely. Thank you so much. And audience, do not go anywhere. Lakshmikant is going to be back with an awesome finale that we have planned for all of you just after the performance of our second guest. But
thank you, Kavita, and thank you, audience.
Over to Delna Patel, who has joined us all the way from Canada, who is going to share how each one of you can also become a part of our ever-growing channel, Glyphs. So Delna, over to you.
Thank you, Kavita. Wow, we just heard Lakshmikant talk about his beautiful passion for travel. Sounds so exciting. I want to go travel now. So in the same manner, all of us have different passions, isn't it? It could be singing, dancing, photography, or even pen collecting. Glyphs CCE is a channel that provides the platform to take this passion across the globe. We currently have a viewership of 37 countries across the globe. Can you imagine? Let's just have a quick poll. So you'll see 3 options in front of you now. I request you to click on the options and the way you would like to be a part of the Glyphs community. So here it is. Your passion has got you here. What will be your next step? You can choose option 1, 2, or 3. Even all our Facebook users can please comment below 1, 2, or 3, and we'll get back to you. So let's wait for everyone to vote. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay. So, wow, we have like 78% who would like to refer someone to our channel. Oh, I'm already looking forward to it. You can see the phone number and email ID on your screen right now. So join us on the Glyphs CCE channel, the place where every passion finds a home. Before I hand it over back to our host, let me take this opportunity to thank her, Kavita Avasti. Like, she's the one behind all of this and has such beautiful things to talk about. She's a fashion designer who owns and runs her own boutique Poshak for the past 26 years. Wow. Thank you, Kavita. Over to you.
Thank you, Della. Thank you for joining us all the way from Canada and being a part of our channel today. Lovely.
We're glad to be here.
Awesome. And now, of course, time to go into the world of music. Akshata Gokhale, a classical vocalist who has been singing since she was only 8 years old and has learned it from her mother, who is her guru. Also, for the past 5 to 6 years, she has been learning music from Savni Shende. A software developer in an IT firm, she ensures that every morning begins with her singing practice before she goes to work. Her first performance was for Guru Purnima in a Sangeet Natak when she was merely 3 years old. And since then, until 2018, she has performed on an average of at least once a month, twice a month, either solo or with her mom or with Savni. So, to the audience, before each of her performances today, I will have some trivia and some questions for you. So, remember, the more accurate the answer, the more Akshata will be inspired to sing for us. So, the first question. This person that I'm talking about was a popular Hindustani classical vocalist from Karnataka. He was well known for popularizing the singing style of the Kirana Gharana. He was the first and foremost disciple of Ustad Abdul Karim Khan and the guru of the great Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. His disciples include the great Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, of course, Dr. Gangubai Hangar, and Feroz Dastur. Yes, I was going to ask who am I talking about? Nanda, absolutely bang on. I am talking about the legendary Pandit Savai Gandharva, born as Ramchandra Kundgolkar Saunshi. That was his original name, and it was his disciple, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, who started the annual Savai Gandharva Music Festival in Pune in memory of Savai Gandharva. In fact, Akshata has also accompanied Savni at the Savai Gandharva Mahotsav. So, Ragshi, an evening rag which is normally played after 7 o'clock according to the cycle in the Hindustani classical music. And so, a perfect start to this evening, the first performance of the day, a bandish in Madhyalay Trital. Over to you, Akshata.
Yeah, thanks, Kavita.
Hare Ram,
Ati Sundar. Absolutely a perfect track to be sung in the evening. Thank you, Akshita. Thank you for that. So, moving on to the next one. This person was popularly known as Shahenshai Ghazal or the King of Ghazal. He influenced big artists like Jagjit Singh and Sonu Nigam. In fact, you should know that he had started his life by working in a bicycle shop and later turned into a car and tractor mechanic. But he continued to practice his singing on a daily basis. Who is this king of ghazal that I'm talking about? No, Lakshmikant, it's not Ghulam Ali Sahab. Yes, Shireen again, of course, the very popular Mehdi Hassan Saab. Unfortunately, of course, he passed away in 2012, and his last concert was held in Kerala in India. In fact, he was the highest paid ghazal singer in the subcontinent. So, coming up next is a semi classical medley of three different styles of classical songs based on Rag Yaman. The first one being Ranjish Hi Sahi by the Ghazal King Mehdi Hassan, followed by the soulful Aaj Jaane Ki Zid Na Karo by Farida Khanam, and then Nigahe Milane Ko Ji Chahata Hai, sung by the evergreen Asha Bhosle from the movie Dil Hi To Hai. Akshita, over to you.
जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी बातें किया ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। वक्त की कैद में जिंदगी है मगर चंद घड़ियां यही है जो आजाद है, चंद घड़ियां यही है जो आजाद है, इनको खाकर मेरी जाने जा, उम्र भर ना तरसते रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, ओ निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, दिलो जान लुटाने को जी चाहता है, दिलो जान लुटाने को जी चाहता है, जी चाहता है, दिलो जान लुटाने को जी चाहता है, दिलो जान लुटाने को जी चाहता है, जी चाहता है, नीरे गा गरे ग नीरे माम गम नीरे ग गरे ग नी गरे रे ग ग माम ध नी सा स नी नि ध ध प म ग रे स नि ध प म ग रे नी ध प म ग रे सा नी रे ग, मुलाकात का कोई पैगाम दीजिए कि छुप छुप के आने को जी चाहता है, और आके न जाने को जी चाहता है, और आके न जाने को जी चाहता है, जी चाहता है, निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है, निगाहें मिलाने को जी चाहता है।
वाह, क्या बात है! I think all of us actually need to give you a standing ovation for this one. We cannot do it, but to the audience, I would want you to put the word clap in the chat box. I think she truly deserves all the claps that we can give her. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. And while we are talking about this one very versatile lady, I also want to ask you another question about another lady. Born in Varanasi, This singer's talent was first noticed by her father when she heard her singing wedding songs to her dolls. The person that I'm talking about, she was never interested in household work and continued to focus on singing even after marriage. In fact, there are stories about how she would forget about the chapatis after leaving them on the stove and return to her practice. She always said, "Kabhi man nahi laga hamara chula chauke mein." She was fondly called as Appaji. She helped elevate the profile of Tumri. So, who is this singer who was also known as the Queen of Tumri? Not Parveen Sultana, no Lakshmikant. Yes, Asmita, that is right. I am talking about the very versatile Girija Devi. She was conferred with the Padma Shri in the year 1972, the Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 1977, Padma Bhushan in 1989, and Padma Vibhushan in 2016. Some of her famous songs include Ras Ke Bhare, बरसन लागी बदरिया, बाबुल मोरा and नैहर छूटे ही जाए in राग भैरवी. And now, इसी राग भैरवी में is the next composition. So Durgashtami is going to be approaching soon, and Akshita today is going to pay tribute to the Devi with her following recital. Normally, every classical performance concludes with the Rag Bhairavi, and so a Devi Rachna in Rag Bhairavi followed by a Tarana. Akshita, over to you again.
Yes. So before starting with my last performance, I would like to thank my accompanists. So basically, they are my family members. On tabla, he's my mama, Kedar Paranspe, and on harmonium, she's my maushi, Kartiki Vaze.
Such a pleasure to have both of you.
Thank them.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Super Sundar.
Yes. Okay.
What a beautiful musical treat. I think a beautiful end to a beautiful evening. But there's more to come. As promised, here comes our fantastic finale. We are going to present a unique amalgamation of the two passions. The various forms of nature, the forests, lake, mountains, oceans, skies, and rains, captured stunningly by Lakshmikant in a video during his travels. Perfectly synchronizing with this video is Akshata with a song in Mia Malhar. Get ready for an audio and visual treat, presenting our signature fusion, the glyphs Jugalbandi. Here it comes.
ऋतु बरखा की आए, ऋतु बरखा की आए, ऋतु बरखा की आए, कारी कारी बदरी कर छाई, बूंद बरस ऋतु बरखा की आए, ऋतु बरखा की आए, घन घटा गरज बरसे, घन घटा गरज बरसे, घन घटा गरज बरसे, दीप्त दियन दानी ददानी, दीप्त दियन दानी ददानी, यल यल लिया यलाल, कोयलिया भूख जिया मुझसे, कोयलिया भूख जिया मुझसे, नीनी पम पग गमरे सा, रे पम पनी रही सा, पनी रही सा रे सा, बन में मोर नाचे, धीरे धीरे बन में मोर नाचे, रे पम पग गमरे सा, बन में मोर नाचे, पनी रही सा, बन में मोर नाचे, मरे सा नि सा धनी नि पम पग मरे सा नि, मरे पम पम पनी रही सा, बन में मोर नाचे, धीरे धीरे कत दिगी दिगी थे तरांगन में तुम झिझकत था झिझकत था झिझकत था, ऋतु बरखा की आए, ऋतु बरखा की आए, बरखा की आए, बरखा की आए।
Thank you. Thank you so much. Truly a unique end to a lovely episode. Sorry for that small technical glitch, but sometimes technology it is. Thank you. Lovely. On behalf of our audience and Team Glyphs, a heartfelt thanks to our guests, Lakshmikant and Akshata, for joining us on our channel with, of course, their wonderful accompaniments. Thank you so much for the harmonium and the tabla. Thank you. Of course, we thank Tanushri and Aishwarya for introducing today's guests, Lakshmikant and Akshata, to our channel Glyphs. We also thank our ever efficient back-end team, Anirudh, who's our technical head, Ankita and Mangesh from DW Place Solutions, Himangi, Apurva, Ashay, Ninad, Aishwarya, and Asavari for all their efforts in preparing every episode flawlessly. Of course, the founders, Khalil, Tanushri, and Gayatri, for innovating this idea and creating this awesome channel. Last but not the least, our wonderful audience from India and from across the globe for watching, supporting, and encouraging us during each episode of our channel Glyphs CCE. In case anyone from the audience is interested in interacting with our guests and talking to them, please put your name in the chat box right now and we can get you backstage to talk to them. Or there is a button of raise hand. Please press that and you can come backstage. I am your host, Kavita Avasti, signing off for today. My team and I shall be waiting to see you on our next episode where we introduce you to two new passions, the passion of ant research and contemporary dance. Passion and talent unlimited. So tune in on Sunday at 5 o'clock and be there to experience a new world of passion. Until then, stay safe, keep exploring your passions, and do take very good care of yourselves. Good night and have a lovely weekend ahead.